What's up, YouTube? Mr. Llama RPG here, and today we're going to be... Try it one more time. What's up, YouTube? Mr. Llama RPG here, and today we're going to be starting the Hell Rainbow Barbarian. This is version 2. So I've done this before. It's similar to the Hell Rainbow Sorceress or any of the other Rainbow characters we've done, but a little different for this character. So for instance, the Rainbow Sorceress was one skill tree per difficulty. You had, you know, cold and normal, lightning and nightmare, fire and hell, and you could only use skills from one tree in each of those. For the Barbarian, it doesn't exactly make sense to quite do it like that, considering one tree is just like masteries and such. So for the Barbarian, instead what we do is you can only use a skill in one of the difficulties, and then you have to essentially mix and match to the other ones. So for instance, right here, you'll see we have normal, nightmare, and hell. And this was the first time I played through, right here. So I used double swing, leap attack, frenzy, and mace mastery and normal. Increase speed, berserk, battle command, and warcry and nightmare, and concentration, taunt, battle orders, and leap in hell. I also think I used like natural resist right here. That would be my guess, but essentially it was just this along these lines, right? So what we're going to be doing now is trying to figure out what exactly we want to do for the second time through. Because in version 2, I don't get to repeat any of these. So I have to change it up completely, which means no double swinging through normal or anything like that. So let's get the character fired up and let's kind of figure it out. Really fast. So... Battle cry would be really nice, and probably want to keep that in hell as well if I can. And unless I used it in hell. I don't know when it got used previously. We're checking that out right now, so give that a second, but this is probably where I'm going to end up being at. I'll probably want to be Warcry. Maybe I don't actually want Double Swing and Frenzy here, though. Maybe I just want to go for, like, Berserk. Because who cares about defense, you know? Concentrate is what we used in Hell last time. Could also go for Stun. But that's a lower attack rating boost. The nice thing is Berserk really has a good attack rating boost. Double Throw is cool, but the problem with Double Throw is it's just not very good until you get like later on with actual gear. But this could maybe be what we run through normal. Maybe through normal we end up using Double Throw. That's potential. You know, we just kind of throw some javelins around and stuff. It'll be pretty rough on bosses, though. And another thing is, with throwing weapons, because you can't socket them, that becomes a big issue, right? Because now I can't have Tal, or Malice or anything in there. So that's going to be kind of rough. Nightmare, Leap Attack, and Battle Orders probably makes the most sense there. I also had increased speed and nightmare, so we'll do increased speed and hell. Man, normal is really just gonna suck, ain't it? I also leaped in hell, which means we can have leap in normal. Good day. You can get blood gloves and blood weapons, but the problem isn't crushing blow that I'm looking for there. The problem is I need good damage. Okay, so I did have natural resist in hell last time. So we should move that to Nightmare. So Leap Attack, Balor's Natural Resist. Double Swing, Frenzy, or Berserk. I don't know which one I want. Throw Barb at normal is pretty solid. I feel like it'll be okay. So we could use Double Throw, and then we could do Throw Mastery. Because last time I used Frenzy and Double Swing in normal. So again, this time... I also don't get Mace Mastery, so yeah, I would use Throw Mastery there, which means I can use Mace Mastery in Nightmare. Frenzy for Hell is not bad. But it's a lot of skill points, and if I want to use Warcry... My thought is I'll Warcry everything, and then I'll Berserk bosses. You know? Okay, we'll go for the Double Throw build. Which means we're going to use Bash into Double Throw with Leap. And dang it, I did use Battle Cry in Hell. So we'll use Battle Cry in Nightmare. I really saved everything up for Hell last time. Didn't I? I guess I'll use Taunt in Hell. I think this will be... Oh no, I did use Taunt last time. Gosh dang it! I used everything in Hell. Oh, you know, I could do Whirlwind. Maybe I do Whirlwind in Hell. Because Whirlwind is kind of better now, right? Like, we could just go pure Warcry, but... Yeah, the thing is, do I use a two-hander for the Whirlwind? Or is that just gonna be deadly? Like, I'm just thinking of Hell Ancients. What weapon am I needing for this? I feel like Bender's done... a Whirlwind build. Is that right? Speedrun, Sorceress. Dang it. Has he not? Here we go. 1 to Uber's Barb Speedrunning Edition. Let's see if he's whirlwinding. I feel like he is. Show me some attacks. You're just running.
So I want the 3-socket.
Okay, what does he have for weapons? Show me your gear.
106.
Oh, that's sick. 2 to Warcries. Smoke. Show me your weapons. Yeah, he is whirlwinding.
Good day.
Probably with a rhyme shield. Here we go. Let's see. So he's shouting him. Man, he's got some crazy FCR. Is he just pure shout killing them? There's no way. Wow. He's pure shout killing them. That's wild. Okay. I just want to see what weapons he has first.
Good day.
Oh, you got some nice things. Uh-huh. Show me your swords. That's still the shout barb. When does he show us his gear? Oh, maybe at the end. Uh-huh. He's killing me, man. 16 life, 7 light res. It's GG. Okay. Black, yep. And malice. Interesting. Out for the open wounds. So he's just doing that. Alright. I think we can make this work. Alright. This time through. So we will do this. And text rules. And can only use skills one time. One difficulty. Normal skills. I'll say chosen. Perfect. Is that good for you guys? That look good? Get rid of normal. Can I make it larger? Sure. Edit splits. Let me see if I have rainbow in here at all. Hell rainbow sorceress and assassin. So we don't have it, but I think it took like 12 hours last time. Hell rainbow barbarian. Alright. Let's do it. The idea is to use only those skills. Yep, that's all I'm going to use in normal because I have to save up skills for nightmare and hell. Wait, I tried to buy a sub for chaos. Why did that not work? I don't know. Ooh woo, thank you very much. Maregi, thank you very much. Let's do this run. Shall we?
Beware foul demons and beasts.
11:44:44 is the time of the first run. I need to get my players count set. Players 8. And it's essentially what you see there top. Can only use it one time. So, and like I said before, I've already used things like double swing and such, so I don't actually get double swing here. I do have bash open to me if I want it. I don't have mace mastery though, so Normally I like to start with the scepter and a mace mastery, but maybe it'll make more sense to get like a scimitar or something. Tough. Did I set a TP? I did not. Don't sell the knives. That is true, we can throw the knives. But throwing at the very start, well, I could... There's so many decisions to be made. Alright, yeah. I guess we'll just go repair these and grab some thingies and then just get into the throwing motions. Oh, I can't even do that. 360? Oh my god, 359. Okay. We'll throw like this.
There are many foes here.
So we're probably just holding our skills for a while. We'll put skills into double swing just as a synergy, but we won't use it later.
Help me.
So throw mastery,
To
double
clarify,
swing, and
prerequisite skills are allowed.
Yes.
Even if used previously.
yeah, otherwise
But
this
they
would
can
be
only
like
be used
impossible.
actively once. Passives are considered active skills, if more than 1 point is allocated.
We're just gonna need a full exclamation mark rainbow, aren't we?
Subversary number 23. Almost 2 whole years of throwing them Bezos bucks.
Not a Denali, thank you so much. 1 for being around, sticking around, hanging out. 2 for making sure Daddy Bezos pays his llama tax. As you know, that is all going to diaper money. Kids are expensive, man. Moose Girl's like, we need to get her a crib. We need to get her a dresser. We need to get her a bookshelf. We need to get her books and clothes. I'm like, can't she just exist? Apparently not. Language, please.
Good day.
Hello.
And then daycare is gonna be more than I make in a month. So it's like, should I even exist? They're like, oh, you would like to buy some daycare? That'll be $500,000, please. You're like, wait, no, I'm just looking for... And they're like, yep, I said what I said. $500,000. Let's just go there.
Impossible.
Okay. I really just want to get a waypoint and farm Rakanishu for a bit. This is going to be rough until level 12. Why so dark? I think we have COVID again. This new variant sucks, man. They're saying it like spreads faster than any other variant. So now I need some lights off.
Welcomes you.
One variant per season. Yeah.
Good day.
Ow. Come on. Find me, I guess let's go find the waypoint. Hopefully it's close. Yeah, they're saying like you'll test negative and still have it on this new variant, so you don't even know if you're like spreading it. Super messed up. Okay, level 6, so we can get throwing mastery. So that's nice. Oh! Yeah, I just realized I don't have Diablo.runup. And draw. Okay. It may not use IGT on this, it may just be borked a little bit. Oh my god. Let's go to town. Yeah, now it's like just avoid everybody that you've ever known or seen in your entire life, and then you might have a chance of not getting it. So it's nice. It'll get better once we actually get double throw. That'll honestly help a lot. Building up to that's always going to be a giant pain. Oops. I'll grab that. Okay, that's just going to be there. I like the chance to replenish quantity and stuff, though.
I can't carry anymore.
It'd be solid. I'll leave those guys alone. I'm already level 7.5, so that's nice. Do I think Bender will beat me at Llama RPG speedrunning? No, because whenever he beats me, I can just cheat stuff in for myself. If he's ever on a world record run, I'll just take the servers down or something. Oops. Emergency maintenance. Try and beat me now, Bender! No, Bender's an amazing guy. I love Bender. Nice. Throwing mastery. Okay, so we do need to go 1-2 to get ready for double throw. That's only 8%, whereas... I wonder what this boost is. Yeah, it's not really a lot of damage, 8% per level. I think the throwing mastery boost will be better, but we can double check. Nothing good. But I am just excited for Llama RPG overall. In general. If Bender speedruns Llama RPG, that would be a huge victory for me. If I make a game fun enough that people want to speedrun it. You know, like that's the kind of goals that I really have with all of this. I want to have that game fun enough that someone will speedrun it, and I want to have that game fun enough that somebody will try and be a full-time Llama RPG streamer. If we can get that, I'm good. Even if they're a full-time Llama RPG streamer with 5 viewers, I don't care. If that's their main game, that'd be so cool feeling. When does it come out? It's got time. We're still building. The building just takes a long time. The designing has been coming along really well though, I'm not gonna lie. The more I design the game, the better I feel about the game. It just... True. It's just like really cool. I don't know how else to say it. It's just I'm really liking the crafting now. I think the crafting's getting into a better place. The itemizations, more stuff is getting felt out there. The monsters are getting more felt out. Just so many pieces of it are really progressing in a great way. It's gonna be like a JRPG. Pokemon, Diablo 2, Stardew Valley, Neopets, World of Warcraft Classic, Star Wars Galaxies, and maybe a dash of a couple other games. That will be the main influencers in its development. So I'm just pulling my favorite parts, cool parts from different games and implementing them into one game in a way that I think will be fun. As well as obviously like adjusting them to be their own game as well. Wow, 2 to Mace Mastery on that. What did we decide on? If like, what if I find a helm that has +1 to natural resist Muragi? I'll definitely be streaming a lot of pieces with it and. Same with the sorceress, it's giving a skill outside of my selection, so I can't use it. So brutal. Thank you very much, Citrine. Tried to dodge that. And failed. Okay, throw mastery level 10. Oh man. Thought it was gonna be champion Fallens, but it's just champion trash. That's totally fair. Oops. Oh boy. God, I want double throw so badly. Do I only invest in ETFs? Yeah, for the most part. I don't do individual stock picking and stuff. Keep it simple, you know. Thank you, Bob. One more level. Rowrune. One more level and we get double throw, which will at least be some sort of benefit. We got white boots. Might as well buy a belt. Don't have enough gold. It's been 4 months? No, it hasn't. 4 months will be start of February. So. Here we go again of 5,000 tries for a Tauren. I know. Hey, I hope not. October 6th, yeah. So, to November, to December, to January, to February. Bro, you might need to do some math again. I'm just gonna let you know. It's okay, counting's hard.
Ooh.
Mr. Llama SC gifted a tier 1 sub to a Pyrus 29.
No bosses on that level? Alright. Hey, be nice. Let he who hath miscounted the months throw the... Never miscounted the months throw the first stone. Let's go, double throw! I am believing in you. Wait, there was a... Okay, she died. Does this count as church now? Sure. This can be whatever you want it to be. Ready? Alright, so this is 5% damage, but attack rating, 1 more hit chance, 2% pierce, and more doesn't consume quantity. This is only 8% damage, so it does feel like throwing mastery overall is giving us more. But maybe we just go into both of them and call it good. Neftir. Well, it's Nadir. New game, Cult of the Llama.
What can I do for you?
That's all fine there. That's all fine there. Alright, let's do it. Double throw. We have, no, it's just a health strain. Got the personality.
I am overburdened.
89 of 90 and 87 of 90. Hold on, what's the replenish? Is it only from here though? Replenishes on critical strike as well. Okay. I wonder if I'm already at the point where I can infinite throw. Let's see. 83 and 81. So no, it doesn't quite look like it, because I also have a skill shrine. Reverse funnel, oh no. It works with the crit strike skill on Pierce? Huh, so maybe making a Pierce is actually really strong for this build then. Or a piece. Pierce. Let's see. 2 to crit strike. And it just gives 2 to crit strike, but if that does have the replenish, then... Because how much crit strike does 2 give? I guess that's the question. And lore, I'll bump it to +3. Yeah, so how much is 2 to 3? Oh, you're right, I just remembered this is a rainbow barb.
It's been a year with Llama and loving every
Not a
second
throw
of it.
barb. 25% chance? Wow, so that plus the like 30% I'll probably have from this. Cause this, I guess 20% on that there. Wow, so you're getting like over 50%. It's really nice. Dual Jimmers are okay. If you're into that kind of thing. Stay away from me. Woo. Call enchanted archers. Dang it.
I need mana.
Come on, time for Taleth as well. I guess League should be on week 18 if one of my mods wants to update that.
Not enough mana. I need mana.
Guess I never saved a point for Leap, did I? Gave up on Necro? No, just taking a break on it here.
Greetings.
Doing this instead right now. Countess is just so awful, man.
Good day.
Wow. The classic farming Countess for Tals. Yeah, I think I'll sing Hell. I need it for Stealth Runeward. Speedrun.com has him.
Enough mana.
Hey man, throwing potions is OP. People don't know. Everybody sleeps on potions. Come on, Jewel of Envy. No, a run like this doesn't have a world record on it because it's. I mean, I've done it before, so 11:44, but now I'm having to do it without using any of the skills I used the previous time, so we're having to completely change it up. It just makes sense to do that. No, I don't know. Throwing mastery is really solid. But this is not bad. So really it does seem like if we can get some nice... I wonder what the best throwing weapons will be. Some like flying axes or something. Diablo would be really brutal there, yeah. Taleth? Raleth? Who would have ever guessed we have trouble finding Tal? Any Eth throwable would be huge early? Well, it's gonna run out though. I don't have a full replenish yet. You can... No, well, it didn't show it there, but... Yeah. So, yeah, I'll probably just get some spears. That's my guess. Yeah. Probably just shop some things that way. Yeah, I'm gonna start doing more.
I can't carry anymore.
Getting back into doing like world record speedrunning. Hello, Hap. Came out of retirement. See, throw mastery is just so good. It's slightly less damage, but you get a chance to pierce and... Like, I almost want to put more into throw mastery instead of put it into actual double throw. Because double throw is 10% attack rating, 8% damage. Whereas this is gonna be... the crit strike I guess now isn't going up, but 1% chance to pierce, 1% chance consume, 5% damage, 8% attack rating. So it's a little less, but slightly more chance for pierce and consume. I guess at this point, with 9 points in it, it starts to look like it's more even. When the crit strike chance was improving. Yeah, Nightmare will be switching into Leap Attack. And then in Hell, probably Singer. Mix with either Berserk or Whirlwind, potentially. Berserk is probably the safer choice. You automatically see the map in single player if you've already explored it. Maps don't reset. So I've done multiple tower runs now. We could Frenzy in Hell as well. I just feel like Whirlwind on bosses might be the better option. Talrune! My game is broken, you guys. It's actually just broken. I already used battle orders in Hell last time, so I can't save them. Oh my god.
Good day.
Just cannot get it to drop for the life of me.
Mr. Llama Barb.
It's fine, thank you. Crashed Satchel, thank you as well. Appreciate you guys. And still no Talrune. At this point we're level 17, so leveling down here really drops. Might be best to just run straight through, honestly. Hi Daka, how you doing? Good to see ya. Let's try and rush to the end and get the runes. Like this whole boss group, we'll see how much it gets me. Ugh. 1 bar. Yeah, it's gross. Taleth, there you go. There we go.
Good day.
It's tall time.
It is Tal time. And do that.
Yes.
It does exist. Some mana pots.
Good day.
Brittany! Mwah! Thank you.
This monastery reeks with evil and corruption.
Big kisses to all the people who make sure to remember Daddy Bezos has a Prime sub available for you to use. That's right, each and every one of you can click subscribe and check if it is currently available or not. You don't have to use it here, but make sure you use it. Don't let Daddy Bezos win. He doesn't need the money. Baby Andariel, baby Lilith, she does. Babies have like 20 diapers a day or something stupid. Thank you, Siberial.
I should take this to Charcy.
Mwah. Plus, you get a kiss if you use it here. Who doesn't want a kiss? From somebody with COVID. What you get with Amazon Prime?
No one.
You get the 2-day shipping, and then the Prime Video and all those little pieces and blah blah blah, but then you also get 1 free Twitch subscription each month. But you have to remember to use it each month. It does not auto-renew. That is its one downfall. Is Moose sick too? Yeah. At what age do you let your daughter play D2R and Llama RPG? 3, 4, something around there. Especially Llama RPG. That one's gonna be cute. Llama RPG is gonna be, you know, like a grown-up game, but kids can play it. $19.90 UK. Is this a dead end? Looks like it. Oh no, okay, it'll turn down. Oh, she'll want to play D2. She better. Or else. Is he cold enchanted? I just didn't see it. No, spectral hit. Level 3. Beautiful. They make it so hard to read chat on screen. It's like once every hour for 10 seconds. Why are you trying to read chat on screen? Ah, okay. It's a complicated rule set, but not also complicated. It just takes a few extra words to explain it. But once you understand the general idea of it, it's not that complicated. You can use one type of... Whenever you use a skill in a difficulty, it can't be used in another difficulty. So if you use double throw and throw mastery in normal, you can't use double throw or throw mastery in nightmare. Now, the only adjustment to it here is you also can't use any skill that you previously used in the first time I ran this. So if I used double throw in normal last time, I wouldn't be able to use it this time in normal. For instance, I used double swing and frenzy last time, so those are banned now from normal. Which means the list of banned things for Nightmare in Hell gets further and further. That part makes no sense. It's so I can't just repeat the same thing I did last time. I have to come up with an entirely new strategy for normal Nightmare in Hell because I have to adjust it. Let's get the waypoint. I think charges were always allowed anywhere. Because charges aren't skills, really. They're charges. That's why it's a double rainbow. Yeah, it kind of is a double rainbow run. Okay, so this probably does that, yeah. Okay, it is gonna go like that. The full shared stash one. Maybe we'll do that sometime here.
Help me.
Could be fun.
Charges are allowed. Yes. Barbarian is complicated for rainbow runs. Sorceress makes more sense. Switching the skill tree order from last time. But
Yep.
that's the theme we decided on for this season of Rainbow. Other classes won't be as messy as the Barbarian.
Yeah, Barb is definitely the messiest because he doesn't really have, like I say, one of his trees is just combat masteries, so it doesn't really make sense to run a full tree of just masteries for one difficulty. That's right. This will be a crazy run. This Sunday.
Let the gate open.
Okay. I guess there's no IGT, so It just doesn't play out nearly as fun like that Infernal. I think it's more interesting this way. 8 to life, don't mind it. Actually, let's see. You're just selling... I guess here we could get some balanced axes, which could be interesting. Or some balanced knives, which are less damage, but a slightly faster attack speed. I need more dex, so I need to be upping my dexterity. I also have the imbue, and I was going to use it on boots, but maybe using the imbue quest on a balanced knife or something is not a bad idea. Try and get something really nice there, you know? Decisions. Honestly, I might make Nadir in this helm as well. Or gloves for IS, yeah. IS would be nice. But the balanced knives would throw faster, so... It really is tricky. Try and figure out what the best thing to do for it is. Well, I won't be throwing a nightmare. So it's either balanced knives or the balanced axe. And the axe may be better, honestly. Because the axe is a good chunk of damage, and this really is like all damage boost and stuff. Oops. So it really comes off. If you can buff that damage up a little more, I think that might be better. Come on. So I guess we just want to go dexterity, and then... Yeah, like I say, it probably makes more sense to go for balanced axes. Let's get the damage. Yep. If they roll with chance for amp damage, that's huge. Kind of want to do Radamant just to get a skill point, so I can just put 1 point and leap off of that. Plus, having more skill points on a Rainbow Barb is always not a terrible idea, I feel like. Where's Mr. Beetleburst? Sand maggots. I'm gonna players 1 for this. Ha 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 ha. Oh, how you guys doing today, chat? Check in on y'all. What is today? Friday? Wow, weekend. This doesn't seem as horrible as I imagined. No, it's pretty horrible. We're also in Act 2 normal. Give it a second, you know? You got into an accident? Oof, that sucks. Sorry to hear that. Hope you're alright. Wonder what Magalar smells like? With smell-o-vision in the future, you'll be able to know. Chain boots, fast run walk. Aww. It's alright. 17 res, 16 res.
Hello.
Fixing motion blur. It's interesting. I'm not certain. Man, maybe I want to imbue some spears, but spears won't come till later. Maybe I can gamble some? Let's actually check out gambling and see what we can gamble from a throwing weapon perspective. I can gamble a throwing axe. I can gamble a short spear. That's not bad, actually. It's kind of slow, though. The damage is nice. Our throwing spears just not... I can't gamble them yet, or maybe at all. Maybe at all, yeah. Huh. Who knows? Okay, I don't mind that too much. And a balanced axe. Because a 12 to 15 is definitely a nice upgrade. Act 3, you'll see them. Need more dexterity though. Yeah, I'm not sure on that one. No. No, well, at least you get to play some D2 King. You know what I wonder? I wonder if every game developer thinks their game is gonna be absolutely amazing. and the game of the century. Or if they're realistic and they're like, nah, it'll just be okay. So, you know, maybe I'm just... It's funny, you know. It's like every game dev fools themselves into thinking that they've created the next gem.
If it was devs back in the day, maybe they cared, but nowadays it's all about the Benjamins.
That's true too. Thank you, Trick. Thank you, Rag. So it's like, yeah, you just wonder, are all these devs really just fooling themselves into believing they've created the next big game when actually it's just going to be mediocre and it's not going to go anywhere? But I think my game's the exception, and it actually is gonna be the next big thing that everybody's gonna love. I think it just might be. No, I actually don't believe it will be. I think there's way too much marketing and all sorts of stuff that I'm just not going to have done at all. Plus, you know, the game might be too specific. Who knows? I've never developed anything before. Designed a game before. It's a really interesting process. I'm loving it. I think there's a lot of cool stuff we've got. But putting it all together, how it all actually feels and turns out and plays, we might do it all and then get there and go, ah, this doesn't actually feel that great. So, I hope not. But, you know, I recognize that that may be a case. But building it out will be really fun. And has been fun. The character is a llama, yes. But like I say, I would call it a success if we had, you know, sold, I don't know, 10,000 copies. And that would be like my big goal, right? I'm not saying like if it did any less, it's not a success. I'm saying that would be like an ultimate success. It sells 10,000 copies, and somebody tries to speedrun it, somebody streams it, and that's their main streaming game, and it just works. That's a big piece. It actually functions. And then, yeah, if we could have, you know, users, maybe like 500 people that play the game, that would be a lot of people. Maybe a little less, but yeah, 10K is a lot. Like I say, that would be like a huge success for the game. That's a big goal. Captain, thank you. We've got, what, like 6 people doing different work on it in different ways. It's very much, you know, being built as passion projects, so people are working as they come along. Doing, you know, bits here, bits there. I mean, ultimately, it would be a success if we can just get it out. I think that would be a pretty big success story for it. Oh wait, I'm gonna make Nadir. Man. Guess I'll do these. Anything else? Oh, Nadir. COD Modern Warfare sold 1 million copies by release. Yeah, but that's also owned by, you know, billion-dollar companies that have tons of marketing and all the push and giant teams and whatever. Oh wait, this way. Llama RPG is indie. Just gotta get the Super Bowl commercial, exactly.
The sun has never shone here.
Yeah, I've got an idea of how I want to roll in Nightmare in Hell. Ugh. Never mind, this is too slow. Way too slow for throwing. Let's take the balance knives. Now, for double throw, will it just use the weapon speed of my main hand?
It is good to know that the sun shines once again.
When they changed all this stuff up, how did they change it? I have enough gold. Alright, balance knives. Nice. 1 cold damage, increased stack size. Wow. Okay. Let's go down. Littering. I haven't played Cult of the Lamb, but Llama RPG will look similar to like a mixture of Pokemon and Stardew Valley. That'll be its look. Not quite as beautiful as Stardew Valley, but prettier than, and similar layout styles and stuff to Pokemon's.
One could get lost in here.
I still throw really slow. So it does seem to utilize No, I'm really slow on these throws. I'd love some Skittles. I like that cold damage hit. It's nice. Okay, my game does not look like Darkest Dungeon. Wow, of course we first way on the meme run that I don't care to first way on. Speedrunning? No. Meme? Of course.
I am overburdened.
I set up little ladder reset sheets for every ladder. I just wish it happened during my speedrun, that's all.
Good day.
Okay. Quick, turn it into a speedrun. Not sure about that. Do I get a mercenary? I could get one. It might make sense to get a Blessed Aim one or something. Maybe once we start Act 3. Honestly, getting a little lifesteal and stuff wouldn't be terrible for this. I go through Nightmare as well today. What time is it? 1. We shall see. You know what we could also do for hell? We could make an edge bow and just be a human tank. So let everything hit us. Could be funny. Which would be a bigger hit, Llama RPG or Immortal King? I mean, I think Immortal King and Llama RPG, you know, might have a similar journey and path, right? I don't think they'll do that. Bosses are not going to be fun. Duriel specifically. Need Emilio? He'll just die.
Welcome to my shop.
Sadly. Thank you, Vaddy! Appreciate it.
Finally 12 months. Can't
Let's
wait
see
to
it,
unlock
baby.
Audio. Remember my KISS PLS.
I can't carry anymore.
David and Vaddy, thank you both for the subs. Appreciate that.
I have failed.
And thank you, mwah, kisses to Ultra Green as well. Nova charges. want to try both of them. OG Duriel is an absolute nightmare. And the buggy nature of him as well is horrifying. What up, Lion? Ugh! I'm out of water. Dang it. Yep, especially with the old school load times too. You load in, he's right on top of you, and you're dead. That's it.
Good day.
Okay. Yeah. Let's get there. Turtle's crazy for a second boss. I just love that they didn't hold back, you know? How many games nowadays have you gotten to the second boss and died 40 times? Never. Second boss nowadays, they're like, oh. Okay, Dark Souls, there you go. Elden Ring, yeah. Nowadays, most games, the second boss, you literally, first off, don't even have to use a single health potion. Secondly, don't have to do, like, anything. You can tank their full hits.
I am overburdened.
Like 10 of them in a row if you want.
What a strange little statue. I can't carry anymore.
Uh-oh. Don't hit me. I think there's kind of some of that in D4.
I am overburdened.
But they also do have areas, I believe, scaling monster level to your level. So that does hurt the idea of... forget it. You can beat the new Pokemon without thinking. Yeah, it's just awful, man. Make it hurt. This timer is from 1 to hell. Yes. You could beat the originals without thinking too if you grinded long enough. But I think the thinking and the grinding is part of the piece. I mean, that is always a part of any RPG game. You can go out and kill 1,000,000 boars and then go beat the game. Or you can do it faster, but you have to think more as you do it. If they remove both the grind or the thought, and the thought, then it becomes fully just... What are you doing? It plays itself. Reggie! With the 10!
This season the twist is not to reuse skill selection and orders from the first season.
Nope.
I'm thinking next season we allow repeats, but it'll be on hardcore instead.
God. It'd be interesting either way. No repeats would be really interesting though, because it'd be like, how? Alright, this map is confusing me. Where do you want me to go? Hold on. 5 doesn't kick over. 4, so it's the 3 that does kick over. Interesting. Cowboys gonna win the division? I hope so. I mean, Eagles still have to lose and we still have to win, so a lot still to be done there. For Max. Packers taking home the trophy. Get out of here with your trash take. This is the Cowboys' year, everybody. I know there's been a couple years as of late that I've said were also our years. But this time, I'm for real. This year is our year. There's no team that can beat us when we're playing okay even. Halfway decent. It's going to be an absolute mauling. We're going to deliver to these other teams. Says I'm a rapper, but you don't believe it? Exclamation mark rap. When do you think lateral reset's gonna happen? At some point. You think the 49ers are favorites in the NFC? Get real. Cowboys are gonna destroy the 49ers 33-17 if they meet up. They can't stop. They can't stop DP. Nobody can stop my DP. Dak Prescott. DP. Nah, this is it. I've been waiting my whole life just about for a Cowboys Super Bowl, and I am so proud of them for bringing it to me this year. That's all I can say. I'm really touched. It's really sweet. Slow attack speed. Look like Jalen Hurts is going to start this week. Yeah, he's probably going to get hurt because they're rushing him out too early because they're so worried. Dak has the most picks that are just complete bloopers in the NFL. Okay? So, you have to look at that positively. because it will return to the mean. And that means Dak is playing really well. It's kind of like when, like turnovers, just turnovers in general in the NFL are such a random, uncontrollable thing. They just happen. If your team has a bunch of negative turnovers, your team's just been unlucky that year. And that doesn't mean your team is awful, it just means they've been unlucky. And if they're still playing well despite being unlucky, when that returns to mean, they're going to be dominant. And that's where we're at. That's science, baby. Oh, I've already got little Cowboys gear for my baby girl. Every Sunday we're gonna sit down and watch our boys. The Super Bowl champions. Thank you very much.
Thanks for all the great content, Llama.
For sure. Thank you, Muffin. Appreciate that. Welcome back 8 months.
I can't carry anymore.
They have a nice stadium? Of course they have a nice stadium. You gotta have a nice stadium for the Super Bowl champions. Soon to be 6 times. Wow. That's crazy to say. We're gonna have 6 Super Bowl rings at the end of this season.
I can't carry anymore.
Thank you, Torx. Wow. I think I am gonna get that point and leap right now. Oh wait, I wanted dexterity, didn't I? Eh, crap. 1 to mana per kill. 2 to min damage. Yeah.
Good day.
Level 21. Look, Tom Brady is an outlier. To everything. You're honestly angry the Bucks made the division? Yeah, I mean, it's pretty sad. AFC and NFC South are the saddest places I've ever seen. Thank you. Ugh. NFC East used to be the saddest place. The NFC East is very interesting in that it can literally be the best division and then turn around and be the worst division in football the next year, and then switch back and forth. It's truly amazing. Yeah, I actually do have COVID right now. Well, Moo Girl tested positive for COVID this morning. My mom tested positive. My dad tested positive. I have not tested. I tested negative, but they said people with COVID are testing negative nowadays, actually, with this latest variant. It doesn't always pick it up. We are a positive family.
Yes. Greetings.
Oh, I see what you're... Okay. No, what's the point of testing? Yeah, that's essentially what they're saying. They're saying now... I mean, the thing is, if you test and you are positive, then you are positive. But there's a lot of false negative tests with this latest variant, so it's really hard to tell if you actually have it or not, if it's a negative. So, like, Moo's doctor was like, yeah, Llama, you have it. Even though you're testing negative, you definitely have it. She was like, I'm positive. And I was like, hey, get away from me then. Aw, sorry to hear that. But this latest variant is also like, it blows the other variants out of the water in terms of contagiousness, which is crazy because COVID already was blowing every other virus out of the water in terms of contagiousness. And it's evolved now to be even absolutely more insane, which is crazy. Too many dang mutations, man. Yep. Right before Moo was pregnant was the last time. And the thing is, we don't even go out and do things. We literally just sit in our house. Go to one little family gathering of 5 people. I visit Chipotle and pick up an order to go. Chipotle Ground Zero. I got a little COVID to go, I guess, right? The guac cost extra, but the COVID was free. Apparently. What act do I hate the most? I don't know. My love for each act has grown more and more, actually. I used to hate Act 2. Then I used to hate Act 3. But the more I've understood how they function, the less I've hated them. I'd say, I mean, Arcane Sanctuary obviously sucks because it just screws with me. But other than that, I'd say Act 3 probably, because even with all your map reading knowledge and everything like that, you'll still just run into dead ends and Great Marsh skippable versus not skippable. But I don't actually mind, like, the gathering of the materials anymore. I used to really despise and hate having to gather all the pieces. But I don't anymore, surprisingly. It's weird. Whoa, that was a lot of damage. Good lord. Just kill that guy. So, yeah, I don't know. No anymore. I love that the maggot lair is in this game. Again, same sort of thing. When I was first playing and just playing my hammered in and whatever things, I'd be like, oh, maggot lair's the worst. But the more I played, the more I really began to appreciate. And not just the more I played other games as well. Diablo 3, Diablo 4 with that little bit they gave us, you know, Lost Ark, blah, 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 Path of Exile, whatever. The more that games literally just had every area the exact same, like, width and stuff. No area feels unique anymore. And it's like a different art, but the exact same still style of how you run through it. Like, look at every single greater rift and area in, like, Diablo 3. It's just all open. It's all the same width. So. I guess I can. So I'm like, thank you for actually putting an area that's better for different classes and changes how you play. And Kryptonite, Torque Slick Truck, thank you both. Kisses. That was nice damage. Let's go for it. I guess we can go to Alcor. What do I have for plus dexterity? Just the 6 from that? Okay. So let's try this sucker like this.
Moo.
Mo. Thank you for the sub, Kane. Ronnie, get out of there. What are you doing? Why'd you stick around? This has now gotten pretty awful for trying to level up. Yeah, I'll try, Jagger, if I can figure him out.
Impossible.
Yeah, no clue, man. No clue. I almost want to go get like an Act 1 mercenary. She might stay back and do some stuff, actually. Let's go, Kyle. What level are you? 20? Go like this.
I'll put that to good use.
See how this works. You're allowed to shoot, you know. Like, exploding arrow might have been the better pick, but that's okay. Oh yeah, class me. Yep. Turn with snacks. Solid. Nice. Okay. Yeah. Where's Moo? I need to ask her if she can fill my water. Kyle, get over here.
I can't carry anymore.
Yeah, I probably should have got exploding arrow. Thank you, Orfeo! Appreciate that. Honestly, just going around here is not bad leveling.
I can't carry anymore.
A little slow, but not bad. Yeah, it's not too bad. Hi, Rusk.
Yesterday I did my first practice speed run normal any percent PX Druid 3.
Nice.
Over 3 minutes. Lots of bad map reading, but it's a start.
It's a
I
good
found
start.
3 tall and 1 TIR in my first run roll, but did 4th way like you.
Hey, gotta get a classic 4th way in, you know? Gotta get your classic 4th way. I really wonder if just going to like Flare Jungle on P5 or something is gonna be best.
It's locked.
Do item skills count towards skills used? Yep. If I'm using them in any capacity. Oh man, there was an experience shrine right there. I missed it. Trolls of Destruction on D2R. Love it. Try P8, see how it goes. What? She just got murdered. Unsuccessful. Uh-huh. Maybe it's a bit too hard for this guy. I mean, he's doing okay with it. It's not like terrible.
Join my army of the dead.
Do you know if there is going to be a ladder reset anytime soon?
Probably in a month. February 6th is when it technically should happen. Thank you very much, Kryptonite, for the 500 biddies. Yeah, live split is the timer that pretty much everybody uses. Yeah. It's not too bad to set up. Maybe watch a little 5-minute guide or something, though. Might help ya. Alright. We're 23 and change, which probably is enough because we just need to be 24 and then ancients. So. Exclamation mark, rainbow. If you're a subscriber for 7 years, you get the Rainbow Llama badge. And it is the coolest looking badge. I love it so much. If anybody has it, type in chat. Show it off. Oh, yes, I have it. Look at how cool that is. I waited probably 4 years for that to be seen. Oh, the range. Okay. There's not a lot of them out there. Maybe like 3 or 4 people have it right now. Thank you, Ken sir. Yeah, every streamer you get sub to yourself. But you can't follow yourself. Okay. How will you know when you're streaming if you can't follow yourself? Well, you can go, oops, right here. Shablam! Go follow me on Arena. It will let you know when I'm streaming, when I make Discord announcements, when I post on Twitter, when a new YouTube video comes out. Anything and everything for your gamer needs. You can also, of course, you know, follow in all those places, or you can follow other streamers if you want to get their information there, but don't heal, don't heal. Good. Well, you don't buy a sub to yourself. That just comes with it. It's just purely for... You don't get any money from the, like, quote-unquote sub to yourself or anything. It just exists. Wonder if the double throw will be far enough from these knives to reach Mephisto. Wow, from a cheese spot. It feels like it'll be just short, but we might be able to. Long Act 3. This is not a good leveling build. Probably just run into waypoint here, yep. It'll be pretty close. If you take the kid out, remember they can't pay for you. She'll have a little wallet with her allowance that mommy gives her. She can pay. Can't pay. It's ridiculous.
I need mana.
Will she start subbing from day one? Yup. She's got to support her daddy. What? Top 5 favorite games. Llama RPG, probably number 1. Diablo 2. StarCraft. Those are definitely the top 3. When you get to 4 or
Just
5, there's a
supporting
lot of
Daddy.
really solid games. Breath of the Wild. And... Thank you, S. Last one's a tough one. Hello.
I am overburdened.
On a speed run, please.
Will have peace.
Windows Pinball. I have not played Witcher. What was number 1? Llama RPG. It's still in development, but whew, the things I'm hearing about it.
Hail to you, champion.
34 to life is really nice. The things that I hear through the grapevine about it. I never got into World of Warcraft like hardcore because I felt like if I did, I would just lock myself in it forever. I am Italian. Like I did on D2? Exactly. No, I can use teleport charges anywhere. Charges are okay. No. Best career decision ever made? I mean, I told my parents when I was a kid I wanted to grow up and be a professional video gamer. And I was going to make it happen. Bean Leon with the Prime sub, thank you. And thanks to the thousands or millions of you who have watched and supported the content, that dream came true. And now I'm an adult male entertainer. According to the government. Which I really wish they'd give me a different tag, but... Am I rich? No, that's what Moo Girl's for. Rich with love. What car do I drive? I drive a 2004 Camry with 230,000 miles on it. Tell me you're kidding? Nope. It's a good year. Still runs like a top? Yeah, she runs perfectly fine. She's got all of her little, you know, things. Right? She's got her little complaints and her... You can't roll the window all the way down and then immediately all the way back up. Because it like overheats it or something. So if the window's rolled down, you have to give it a little time before you roll it back up. Or you roll it up slowly, bit at a time. She's got a lot of chipped paint. Paint jobs are so expensive, though. In Latin America, a car is for rich people, so you're rich, Llama? In America, cars are... Well, North America. If you want a new car, maybe. New cars nowadays are like $50,000. They're insane. More than that now. I'm saying just like a baseline. If you want like a nicer one, it's like 70 grand, 80 grand starting. Crazy. I was like, oh, I want to look at the new RAV4. Maybe I'll finally upgrade my car one day. And then I saw the price and I was like, never mind, I'll keep driving this to 500,000 miles. Squats for subs. I'm like not seeing any charges of any kind.
Not having a car payment is S tier.
It is nice that I don't have a car payment. Yeah, it seems like it's ever so slightly faster, though only for IGT, so it's probably the same time or slightly slower even than the TP, but it's easier. You're talking about trucks and SUVs. Cars are 15K. I'm not sure any new car is 15K except probably like a Honda Civic or whatever. And even then, or not the Civic, the Honda Fit, excuse me. Civics are probably over 20. The Honda Fit is probably the only car that is under 20K right now, new. Oh man, Paladin. I'll buy an offer. Wow, finally. 63,000. Okay. Let's do that and that. So many diamonds. Diamonds, sapphires, amethysts. Just all over. Yeah, it's crazy wild out there, so. So anyways, that's why I drive a 2004 with 230,000 miles. Jeez, kid. They say you should live in the nicest house you can afford and drive the cheapest car you can tolerate. Well, that's what I'm essentially doing. My car is not worth more than probably $3 grand max. And Moo Girl got us a great house. Super Murloc, thank you. Dang, prodigal. Nah, I checked it out on all the things. It wasn't worth as much. I was hoping it'd be worth that, but... What's my role in all this? I provide the emotional support. Or something. I don't know. Don't you what's your role in all this, me? Oh, I hate diapers. I'm hoping we can hire someone for that. Not so hot on the whole black tar idea, but where am I getting mana steel from? Oh wow. That's pretty much enough to sustain. No, Kyle! Where it smells like popcorn? What in the world? Gosh darn monster shrine. Come on. Whew. Hey, maybe you guys know each other. 39 light res ain't bad. Double throw and throwing mastery. Perfect. Now, when you say blowout, what do you mean? Like when you take the baby to change it, it's just kind of leaked out? Or when you open it, it falls out a little? What? Up the back? Don't you lock it in though? When you put it on? If you don't fluff the ruffles. I gotta do some fluffing now? Why doesn't the diaper come pre-fluffed? Nobody's saddled anywhere. Sometimes it just doesn't fit. Oh, that's gross. Don't say that. You can make some custom O-rings, please. Avoid the ones that don't have a poop catcher? What does that even mean? Don't they, isn't that the whole purpose of them? They're all supposed to catch it? Get away from me, Shoko! How you feeling?
Tell everyone what happened to us again.
What?
Tell everyone what happened to us.
They said you're sick and I'm not, and you're being gross and bringing it.
I heard you coughing all morning.
I just had an itch.
Your throat has been hurting for 2 days.
No, my throat's fine now, but you're sounding like you're looking to spread something over here. Not funny. Highly inappropriate. She sounds deep. Yeah, she got that deep thing.
all nutritious, so you need to eat it all.
No!
And it's all bite-sized.
I do appreciate that, thank you. Uh-oh. There's a boss down there. No. Throw about fun. He's okay. He's not great. But
Hi MR Llama, thank you for being awesome.
We're also
Have a
throwing
nice
with some
playthrough.
trash.
Love from Istanbul.
thank you, Bizarre. He's manageable. And for a barbarian, sometimes manageable is the best you can ask for. Has Moo ever introduced you as Llama to her friends? No, I don't think so. Except when they ask what I do. And some of them watch Twitch, so she's like, yeah, he's Llama. Uh-huh. PD2 is fun.
I need mana.
He does a really good job with it. Double war jab drop.
Not enough mana.
I'm gonna grab those, but there's some pretty nice. They seem not bad. Let's see. Big damage boost there. Yep. And just nice. Now it does kind of suck that I lose the cold damage and the mana steal.
I need mana.
Might replace this one for now.
Mana.
Because having that mana steal is actually really nice. There we go. You just had a blowout? Oof. Get your Moo girl to change it for you. Happens to the best of us. Yeah, the extra damage is nice, but
I am overburdened.
Mana Steal is so good actually here. Probably would be best if I could just get like 5% on a ring. No, they have a chance to hit. Not bad. Not bad. Did I ever write for Icy Veins? Yeah, pretty much every single guide in the Icy Veins Diablo 2 section I wrote. I should do Forge so I can maybe get some Blood Gloves. Blade Sin Guide needs to be updated. Wait, what's changed? Thanks, Silver. Norm Forge can get me up to Amrun and Perfect Ruby or Flawless Rubies. Totally worth for me.
I can't.
Oh, in-game gear.
What do you need?
These are also nice. Get some nice throwing spears. Was there mana still on one? I kind of want something else though as well. Ah, yeah, it does have it. I think I just want the mana steel elsewhere rather than local. It'll be so much better if I just get a single ring with it and then I can just focus the weapons on damage. Fire Druid definitely should be updated, you're right. Who updates it? I do. I mean, I've written some guides that are for definitely some strange things.
Suffering would be too great for you, Diablo.
What do you need?
7, thank you! Appreciate that. My thoughts are maybe I just go get like 20 IAS or 30 IAS jabs or throwing spears. Just go crazy on them. 40% ED is also not bad, but can do better. Yeah, Mala's got a good selection.
The time has come to cleanse my homeland.
Do I think I'll ever write a book about playing D2? Is it about Diablo 2? Is it about streaming Diablo 2? Is it about... What's it about? Wow, that snipe. A D2 guide? I mean, literally, Icy Veins is all of my guides. Plus, my YouTube has so many guides about, you know, map hacking your mind and all sorts of things. If they weren't still changing builds, I'd be more inclined, but making something on paper that they could destroy soon. Oh, thanks, Robin. I do love paper guides. Maybe for Llama RPG, the book will come with a little paper, or the game will come with a little paper book. One 1.0. True that, kid. It'll come with the paper guide, but no game. That's the collector's edition, of course.
The siege is broken.
Yeah. There's a lot we could write about. I mean, one of the hard things about doing, like, sending paper copies and physical things and stuff is it's really expensive to ship things, like, internationally and stuff. So if someone in Europe buys Llama RPG and I have to ship, like, a little box over to them, that stuff can cost a lot of money for all the taxes and whatever things.
Impossible.
Makes it really hard. I don't know how big companies have figured out that shipping issue, but whenever I've shipped internationally, I have to pay like $100 shipping, import tax, whatever things. Dang it. Amethyst, Ral. Were you mad good at StarCraft? I was good. But I don't know if I'd say I was mad good. Ranked worldwide. For US, I was ranked like 250 or something. Like, I finished rank 1 masters a couple of times and stuff, and there was a site, nios.gg, nios.kr, something like that. And it showed you essentially, it had a full like MMR global rank. So the highest I ever was on there was 220, and top 200 were Grandmaster. So I never actually got into Grandmaster. I think I could have if I pushed hard. I was in college at the time, and whenever like the resets were, I always had stuff going on, so I never got to push hard at like the starts. But I played Grandmaster players like every other game. So I only played AoE in like a fun, casual way. I never got any competitive nature of it. So like I say, I was good at StarCraft. StarCraft 2 more. I was better at StarCraft 2 than StarCraft. But I was never going to be good enough to like really go like compete, you know, in tournaments like at the top stuff. Never got into Masters? No. It was tough. I mean, Masters was top what? 2%? 1%? I think back then it was 2%. I don't know what it is now. Gem's top 1,000? Gem was top 200 back then. Did they expand it? Do they play like chess? Yeah, they're similar to chess, but you also have to have like high APM and good multitasking and stuff, so. But they have the chess focus piece of like you and your opponent have different openings and you have to scout it, learn it, and understand how to react appropriately to their openings and stuff. So very similar to that way. In StarCraft 1, the highest rating I ever had, or MMR, was like 1750 or something. Which is okay, but it's not crazy good. I never grinded StarCraft 1 near as hard. I think if I did, I could have got to maybe 1900 to 2000, somewhere in there. But I'm not sure much beyond. StarCraft 1's hard, man. It's a hard game. Where the heck is... What the what? No, I don't know. Even more so now? Yeah. Yeah, Brood War is just... You just have to be so good. If they made SC3, do you think it'll be popular enough? Not really. I know that Stormgate is coming out from... Oh, what's the name of the company? It's kind of like the old StarCraft guys are building an RTS. And you know, I'm very excited for it. I do think I love RTS. Frost Giant, thank you. I love RTS games. All of this, but I mean, I'm just, you know, I'm gonna be real. I think it's gonna just have its limited audience. I think RTS games are just too hard for people nowadays. I don't think people like games that are quite as difficult as that. And especially 1v1 games, because then you can't blame your teammates. Gaming today versus gaming before, and it's not to say that gaming before was better. I mean, it was better, but it's not to say that it's, you know, like you can't like games today. But gamers have changed. Gamers have definitely become more casual in their gaming. That's the more preferred game a lot of times. It's evolved into that way, and that's just how it is. And RTS is just for literally like the most elite gamers. It is just the hardest gaming ever. You have to have 300 APM on top of have insane decision making, studying builds and matchups, and I mean it's just absolutely crazy. I think you're wrong. People only play competitive games like BRs, Valorant, CS. But I'm saying that the skill level required in those games is much different.
The Guardians of Mount Ariat await.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm not saying people aren't like that. And also all the games are, you know, 5 minutes. 6, 7, 8, 9 minutes, whatever. You just, I just feel like, and this is just my personal opinion, a lot of games nowadays are easy, pretty easy to play overall. Which isn't a bad thing. But there's generally not this crazy, crazy, awful learning. And just a more casual game. Even if it's not, you know, the idea of something like, yeah, just like a shooter is a more casual game than an RTS game. Oh yeah, Diablo 2 even became a lot easier as it got patched and stuff along the years. Diablo 2 1.0 was the hardest freaking game. Oh my god. Yeah, I just think there's a difference in like time commitment and stuff that people want to put into games, which again is not a bad thing. Yeah, come on. Yeah, I've got some classic playthroughs and things. But a lot of games back then were more like jobs. Plain and simple. You went home and that playing games was your job, but not in a way of streaming or whatever. It was just you would just put in hours and hours and studying and grinding, and you know, that was just the games back then. Uh-oh. I'm gonna run out of... Did I forget to repair? Oh my god. Main Mario games are too long, but the filler content in them just feels like work instead of fun. Yeah, I mean, maybe it's also some of that piece right there. I mean, yeah, I do feel like a lot of the games nowadays that... Oh boy. That I play do feel like work, but they don't feel like work and like I'm doing a job that is fun. I guess that's the difference. A lot of the filler content, like you say, actually just feels very not progressing, and it just feels like filler. I don't know. Sometimes it's hard to explain. But like... Yeah. I do think there are still great games early, and yeah, like like Dota 2 is a hard game that has a lot of grind, it has a lot of learning, has a lot of that stuff. And a lot of people like playing Dota 2. So it's not like it doesn't exist, but it definitely shifted away from RTS. I think RTS overall was just too difficult. MOBAs took over the RTS generation a little bit. Just overall needing to have, you know, all that APM and multitasking and everything. Just, it's just so much. Veilman, thank you very much for the non-renewing Prime sub that you chose to manually renew. Most people played custom games in RTSs. True. And that was also a big thing, which is something that Frost Giant, I believe, knows. I mean, I've chatted with them, and that's something that they're definitely focusing on. Is building out the custom game scene, because that was a huge part of RTS. You know, did more people play competitive Brood War, or did more people play, you know, tower defense games and DBZ Sega and Bunker Wars and all of that, right? It was the customs. Everybody loved the custom games. Golems, Archon Tag, Cat and Mouse, Dodge the Observer, blah blah blah, right? Look at that. And if same thing in Warcraft 3, right? Uther Party. Also tower defenses in there that were great. Pudge Wars.
Help me. I think RTS has fallen by the wayside because it's mainly one-on-one, whereas FPS and MOBAs have greater leeway for personal mistakes.
Yeah. And that is something I said at the start, and I also really believe with it. I think RTS are too punishing. You play an entire game, and you make one kind of mistake, albeit maybe like a big mistake, and the entire game is over. You lose your army, and it's just done. And at lower levels, not always quite as much, but when I was playing against Grandmaster players, it's like, oh, I forgot to build my supply depot, and it's like 10 seconds late. I can just lose right then. You know? And it's kind of like a chess blunder. Exactly. Except you don't get a time to make that decision. So yeah, it's really satisfying when you don't make those mistakes, and I love it. But it also just it can tumble downhill really fast, and you are at fault, and that's the hardest part. In a MOBA, first off, in something like Dota 2 and things like that, you know, it's like, oh, you make a mistake, whatever, you don't get that kill, the game's not over. I mean, it can be right at the very end or something, but a lot of times, you know, which not every mistake in a RTS is game ending. But there's 5 people in the game, and so there's a lot more mistakes happening and a lot more people covering and all that, and you get to blame your team. And I think that's the big thing. People love getting to blame everybody on their team because then they don't have to feel like it's actually their fault. People just can't accept responsibility that they made mistakes that cost the game. And that is, I think, one of the biggest draws of team games. You get to always be able to blame somebody else. Murders accountability, yeah. Sometimes it is your team's fault. Again, if there's 5 people on your team, 20% of the time it's your fault, right? 80% of the time it's someone else's fault. Now, of course, it's not always somebody's fault. Sometimes stuff just happens, or it's, you know, everybody, whatever. But there's always going to be somebody making mistakes, and it will be you sometimes, and it will be your teammates, and the other team also will have it, right? It's just, but it's a lot more complex. Whereas if I'm playing an RTS game and I get beat, why did I get beat? Because the other person was better than me. The other person played better than I played. I made mistakes. I forgot to build a supply depot. I didn't do this. I didn't do that. And so I lost. And that's really hard for a lot of people to stomach. It's great because nobody else can make you lose. But it sucks because you then have to accept that you're the reason. And you see people all the time that can't accept it because they play and then they try and blame their team for it. Or they try and they blame the other person. Three out of 4, not bad. What's happening? I was wave skipping. I didn't feel like fighting the waves. It's frame perfect trick.
brothers will not have died in vain.
We all had, like, kind of seen it before, but we didn't really know what was going on. So, like, once every year or something, somebody would just be fighting, kiting monsters, whatever things, and they'd go in, and then there wouldn't be the next wave. And it was always really curious, but nothing that we could ever reproduce. We tried and tried, and we couldn't figure out how to reproduce it. And then Indrik had it happen, and I think it was on stream as well. And so then we were, like, I think Indrik and I forget all who were looking into it. We also were looking at stuff with, like, the amount of time. We kind of figured out stuff around, like, despawning and using portals to spawn things and all of that stuff, right? So, like, portals act as, like, a person in an area, so they'll keep bodies and monsters, clones spawned, and all of this. And we were kind of learning about how long it takes just for all that stuff to happen, not happen, whatever it is. And the despawn time of stuff being, like, you know, the 8 seconds and whatever. And so then we kind of put it all together. And it was like, all right, well, wait a second. What if... Oh my god. What did I even get caught on? What if I have the ability, or those wave skips are happening because Bale is spawning the wave, but then in the exact moment that he spawns it, or is going to spawn it, we, like, go away, and then there's nobody there, so it despawns because nobody's there, and then kind of comes back again. And so people were playing around with it in the speedrun community, and eventually somebody found, I forget exactly who, like I said, I think it was Indrik, but maybe someone else, that, oh yeah, if you hit this exact frame, right when Bale is spawning the wave, right as he is opening the wave or spawning it, in that exact moment, if you enter and leave the room, he will go to spawn it, and then he will it won't spawn because nobody's actually there, and he'll just laugh and move on to the next wave. Was it BT? Okay. And then we started figuring out, you know, okay, how do you now figure it out? Because it happens, like, you know, so randomly, right? Or not randomly, there's a very specific time, but it's many seconds. So you just have to, like, know exactly when that happens while not being able to see him going to spawn it. So we just kind of count in our heads and try and hit it perfectly. So it's pretty cool. Yeah, wave skipping is relatively new. I mean, it was pre-D2R that we found it, but maybe within a year of D2R coming out, or like before it came out. And it works in D2R. You can find a spot, but it's easier to see where in LOD. We're all used to wave skipping in LOD, so I think Bender's the only person that I know that wave skips in D2R, really. Still no arcane strategy. Nope. We haven't found anything for that. We've looked and looked and looked, and people always claim they have something here and there, random viewers, but nobody's actually ever given any proof of anything actually working. A lot of times they always... the thing is, they get on like a hot streak, you know? They go and they're trying to guess it, and they think that they're getting it because they guess a couple in a row. And then they guess the second way, and they go, oh, well, that, you know... Now I know it was that because you know, whatever. There's a lot of graphics and things in there that you can fool yourself with, but nobody's yet to ever create anything repeatable, so. Shoot that, breath. Isn't there a few known seeds where if I can see them, you know to be a certain way? So there's slightly better odds with certain things. So, for instance, if you have that top left exit map, and then you also know which way, like the map that we usually have it in the cold plains going bottom right and all that stuff. And you know which way the Countess level 5 area is. You can get a understanding or a better knowledge, slightly better chance. Like 30% chance instead of 25% chance to first way. And the fourth way is like 19% chance. Because it's just, you can use some seeding of things that you saw and that has some slight chance improvements for you. So, but you would need, it's just way too hard to lock down all the pieces that you would really need to make it successful. So I'm not really hopeful that we'll ever find that fix, sadly. I'm just gonna keep fourth way in for the rest of life. Just the expectation. Yeah, and hell, there's a council member who's cold and fireman. Very much, Tim. Trick is to go fourth way first, yeah. It's not, Edmund. We already know exactly what causes like the directions to spawn in different ways. Based on the Halls of the Dead layout, you can actually predict which way is going to be portals, which way is going to be spires, which way is going to be stairs, all that stuff. But that information's not really useful without being able to determine anything further. Wow, kill him on the last throw. Gorgeous. 303 to finish normal. That's not bad. That's honestly not terrible, because we're also level 25. So... Oh yeah, we didn't save Anya. Let's go do that.
Hello.
Uh-huh. Nice. Something like that, Chopper. Probably wasn't an hour 10 for Amazon, but... Man, this is a wonky map. but still fast. I mean, you have to also note that, again, this is a barbarian, 2, a throw barbarian, so I'm not even doing optimal strategies, and 3, I'm level 25. So I over-leveled by 5 levels. Just how you do it for this. So I'm very happy with that time. I mean, that's a fabulous time for a random throw barb. It's only normal, yeah. Nightmare is actually going to be pretty strong. Hell is what I'm worried about. Teleport does not count as a skill, it's just charges. Meh. See if we can... Oh, well, I guess shopping that doesn't matter now. Let's go...
Afternoon.
Let's go jambling. Do you ever start a character at Nightmare or Hell?
Can I help you?
No. What are these garbage malls? 35 ED. Better. 6 to max, 20 AR. Give me a rare mall. 12 to max, 18. Okay, so that's probably the best one. 40 to 58. That's the vicious. 40 to 58, 35 to 62. 40 to 58 is slightly better. Okay. Ask Charcy to imbue. We could imbue a Nightmare. Can you make a Savage polearm? Yeah. Could do that.